Taking their time. They've got two smokes, a flash and a Molotov. There goes one smoke, so you have to imagine that... Oh, airburst Molly's not going to help them. Thing is, this is a fake. They are faking it. On pistol, they are faking it. They're not going to commit. I thought they were fully committed, and Dumal getting a frag there is going to help. It's still working out. I mean, going quite well for them. JBA, can he do something? No. Jumping Glock headshot by Nissim leaves Fuzi on an island with 8 HP and probably dead. There it is. Pistol round goes Legacy.
If they win, it has to be 2-0, though.
Okay. We'll see how it goes. Wildcard. Well, they do lose the first one here. We'll see if your gut feeling is right. You are technically seeing some good mechanics coming out of Legacy. So that's a good sign for them. But look at here. Sonic is going to get the response onto Dumao. He takes a lot of damage for it, but Lux is already down to 37. So technically, HP pretty even overall in the last 4 players on each side.
Top brackets, no one's peeking him long. Okay, perfect. So that means that Wildcard have got no info. So now you just immediately go into this play. The danger is when the smoke fades, JBA can just swing and clear, and then suddenly you can get a rotate on the way. Stan needs to hold. That flashbang was really good, but there's a counter in play as well, and Sonic just rushes through. The first responder on the scene through the smoke, and suddenly there's no life left here for Legacy. It's a good pickup for Nissim, but they know exactly where he is now. And the 1v4 feels really limited.
It really does, and that's fantastic work from Sonic and Stanislaw, who gets the final frag as well. Honestly, even staying alive in that situation is crazy. Gets the first one. Now it's the AKs that are out. JVA already charging into Boiler pretty aggressively, throwing that Molotov up to keep anyone that might be there at bay, but no one is in the vicinity. It is the banana duel that's happening round after round for Legacy. Look at Sus, the aggression! Doesn't get anything out of it, though. And no trades in sight either. ABA gets nothing at all. Lato with a beautiful shot, and that's the round. That is the round. Wildcard are going to fade off into the B site for a save. Legacy with an immediate response there, which is great to see from them. And look at the 2 players that make it happen, right? It's Lato and Dumao. Those are the 2 we highlighted. And I mean, sometimes they don't need that support in order to make things happen in some of the rounds, but eventually it's going to start to matter for the rest. We'll see if they can shine as well on the rest of the squad. Dumao gets one onto Stan in the latter parts of the round. But yeah, you're talking about Sus, but I mean, he takes a lot of opening duels, right? He wants to open up that space on his squad. 29.7% of the attempts, which is far and beyond above anyone else. And then has a 49.8% success rate, 1.16 rating, which is the top of the team for the rating anyway, as well. So he's doing a good job getting those opening duels, usually getting damage done. But I agree with you, a little too aggressive in regional competition, and that's what costs him right there. Oh no, Fuzi. Oh no, that's rough. Here comes the util barrage again towards Banana, and they are going to be more passive or Wildcard, and they win the first fight as a result. Susp finds Lux walking into his crosshair. 5v4 for Wildcard. Does get traded by Sadsine, so this is surprising. I guess it makes sense that they want to try and have a peek and a poke and a prod towards Banana, but that, again, ridiculous. Like, you don't have to be that aggressive. You have the opening frag. You don't have to chase further. You can force them to walk into you, and Wildcard just seem too hungry to take fights right now.
They're both 2 egregious fights on Banana. Stan, unfortunately, there's just too many players to contend with. But again, look at the way that Legacy take that fight. It's not Sadzin that swings on low HP. It's Lato that comes in very deep on high HP. Then you've got the player in... Jaber's here. So I do get a little bit worried, especially with Nissim about to go by himself in towards long. As a punish. And now you've opened up the opportunity, well, I was going to say for Wildcard to have a say into the round. Fuzi's found another one. Low HP. Traded out finally, but it's still this AWP you got to contend with, or maybe you don't. That is insane from Dumao. A Legacy Survivor scare that, again, was self-inflicted.
They've got Fuzi at Banana with the AWP, throws the smoke, and there's the nade in front of him. This is really good utility again from Legacy, because it pushes Wildcard off the angle and puts them on the back foot. They have to try and react here and stabilize themselves, while Legacy take all the space up top Banana. They don't have to use it either. There's still plenty of time on the clock. Nice pop flash, and then the shot hits. Actually, Sus finishes off what Fuzi started. I believe that was a Colat through the wall. No frags, but Sus bagged them. And now this is favoring Wildcard in the 5v3. JBA, great position to punish as well.
Exactly. Now you go into their setup, you're forced into it, and they can't get by. Jaber and Sonic, insane round. And it's all about just being a little bit more passive on Banana.
It's the right idea because this feels like where Legacy are going to explode out of. There's the smokes, the flashes, it's all coming forward. So Wildcard needs to have the answer. Jaber's in a good spot, but he can't get a frag. Nissim overloads him. Stanislaw with 2 back though onto Dumao, and Nissim can even get a third. He almost does, but it will be Sonic to find the last 2, and everything just falls apart for Legacy and Apartments.
This time he's going to be influencing the play on Banana, but Sonic had to be close there because they didn't have utilities. They had to be in these tightly woven crossfires to stop the aggression immediately. And now they mix in some aggression of their own. Jaber goes forward. Wildcard feel like they've got a little bit more confidence in this map, but it's the same errors. Now we're in their ugly heads as Dumao gets rid of Susp.
Util's coming in here, and there's a great shot from Nissim. Yeah, it takes care of the Arch player. Stanislaw's gone. Not only Arch player, but no one else left on the A site outside of Stanislaw in the situation. So they've got full control. Wildcard, bomb not planted yet, so they're going to try and make their way back in, but they know that things are going to be dicey once they poke their heads out of either Library or Arch. Nissim's given up a little bit of the control here to have a look and see if anyone's coming in on the flank. But as it stands, bomb planted, Wildcard, some util. Yeah, I was going to say, just back off. You don't need to fight this, nor should you.
I know you need rounds on the board, but this looks a lot worse for you. I guess you got a little bit of money on Fuzi. Maybe could reinvest the AWP. Nissim is trying to take his time in and puts it to really good effect. He strikes and gets rid of 2. That takes the attention away from Lux. And Wildcard bite down on it, and that allows Nissim to get the space. So often he's been in towards middle, top brackets. But this time he goes forward, he goes round that corner, he punishes Stan on a timing he's not ready for. And he's been able to get there so early because he's consistently been getting that space without too much contention. 8-3. As soon as Wildcard win 1 round, Legacy swipe it right back. But here goes Stan again. And now we need to do with the player, not only in mini-pit, but also in short. But this util is insane from Legacy.
Poof. All right, Legacy continue to pour it on with the util and the bullets as well. Dumao finds Fuzi, but does get caught off by Sonic, so that's a good opportunity for Wildcard to maybe get something in this round. But again, we're in a man disadvantage situation, trying to go back to this A site, and they have 2 pieces of util. There goes 1. They could throw another smoke beyond this initial one and try to slip through in the gap, but it just feels so difficult for them, and the money situation's not great. It is the last round, though, so they got to go for it, right? What am I talking about? Sonic is going to get the headshot onto Lux, but Nissim finds the last, and it will be Legacy going up 9-3. Sure, you know, you might look at Inferno and say this isn't necessarily an Oppers map, but it didn't feel like he was able to have any impact at all in that first half. Let's see if it changes here. They're charging down on that pistol round all the way into mid. Lato, what a shot onto Susp. He fades away. Sadzine gets 2 on his side, and now it's only 1 left. Fuzi. And a 1v4 needs to recover the bomb and get all these frags, and it just feels nigh impossible.
Bruh, you saw that from the...
Dumao, as we're talking about him, looking for his 15th frag. Flashbangs sail in from both sides there. Susp on notice. Yep. There you go. Goodbye, Susp. Enjoy that grenade.
And Dumao's going to boost up Lato. So Dumao's going to play the panic role of, oh my god, guys, I'm the only one on Banana. Here we go. And he gets overwhelmed. Do they clear this boost? No, they don't, but Lato just takes the kill instantly, and the spray is really good between him and Dumao. Nothing is going right for Wildcard. A 2v4 after plant is all they've got, hopes of just extending play.
This is going to be so difficult for them. Fuzi and Stanislaw being asked a lot here to try and hang on in a 2v4, but they got 2 players who are low, and then Fuzi finds 1 with a beautiful headshot. Needs more. They know where he is now. Stanislaw might still be a mystery. They don't have any util left to Legacy, and that could be the problem, and it absolutely is. Stanislaw's managed to make it a 1v1 here. Fuzi and Sadzine up against each other. Time taken away on the bomb, and Fuzi does it. Wildcard with their backs against the wall. You got 2 players in Apartments doubled up for Legacy at the moment. So they're hoping to get an immediate trade or perhaps a clean frag on a player that goes in here. It will be Sonic. And Sonic deletes Nissim. Sadzine on his own in this position now does manage to get one back. Needs more than that. Lux, oh my goodness, Lux is going to farm. I feel it. I feel it. Lux gets the 2K and only 2. 2v2 though does the damage, and look at the health still for Wildcard.
Oh, that's
and it
ridiculous.
Doesn't matter. What?
That's so silly. But that is a great shot out of Lato. Remember, Susp is low HP, plays a headshot angle, has to hit it and can't do it.
Man.
So Lato, who's been really quiet all of Inferno for Legacy, the guy that we said shares the spotlight with Dumal, finally steps up when it's required. Legacy will close map 1 in emphatic fashion. I'm expecting them to bounce back. Their T sides have looked really solid on this as well, but let's see what takes shape here, because all Legacy need, to be honest, is a pistol, and maybe they can start something. Fast play immediately out A. Lato, of course it's Lato.
Oh my God,
just doing the
dude.
damage. Sadzin chimes in with one more, and they can't get by Lato. Stan is left thinking, what the hell has just happened? The thoughts of Grim Renard echoing in all of our ears as he now needs to try and clutch up a 1v4 and get past that man of Lato, who's going to swing into him and claim the kill. He is insane. And confidence is a real thing, right? And you don't want to go into this thinking, oh, it's okay, we've got the major. No, it's, oh, it's okay, but we should still be winning these games. Here are the mistakes that we need to cut out. That is insane from Susp and Jaber. Maybe there's no mistakes to cut out because they have just annihilated the ramp threat.
Well, still not into the bomb site, though. And there's a player over on top of Hut that could deny them the space towards the A site, which is where they're going to end up. Dumao only finds one, and Fuzi wipes him out, so the A threat is gone. And now you have to be wondering, if you're Legacy, do we go for the save? Do we try to get back in here? It looks like they are going to try getting back in and only get one. I don't know. Having their way with Wildcard. Stanislaw has already made... Oh, no, he spotted. Oh, my God.
And now this forces you into the ramp play, which forces you in towards Nissim's hand with the 5-7. You got this rotate out. Sad's in on the scout, who's taking the contact. Nissim just tucked in the corner. Flashbang, brilliant. And the scout shot even better. Really good team play out of Legacy. They have left Wildcard stumped.
Oh, well.
Oh, he died after time.
Right here, they're stuck at 1. Getting lobby control. Bit of spam from Lux. Feels like it's on the mark just through that vent, and the wall as well just doesn't connect for much damage at all, or any, in fact. Lato gonna spam through. There we go. Sonic gone. Java's gone. Susp and Fuzi are trying to move in, and they do manage to get a couple back. Fuzi, though, the TK. It's the Molotov that Susp dips his toes into for too long, but Fuzi does make up for it by getting the last 2. He clutches the round for Wildcard, and they're right back into it.
Jaber Fuzi holding. Luck moves away. Oh, they've read this wrong. Sadsin's still under a little bit of scrutiny. But the bomb, it still could come back, and it is. It's maneuvering itself over towards main. Lux now spots them, but Dumal's fallen in the meantime. That's the player on A dealt with, and now suddenly you're scrambling if you're Legacy. There's no time to get this bomb down, is there? Yes, just.
And now they got a couple in a row. Hoping to build more off of it. And it is T-side nuke, we can't forget that. So I would say if they get 5 rounds here, that would be very serviceable. What is that? Why? Why?
At the lower bomb sites, they don't get undone by this again. It's just going to be an A play. Smoke on towards top Hut. Dumal under a little bit of scrutiny, and Stan completely blindsided by him. Lato's come through the smoke, and Dumal has just dropped on Sus. What on earth is happening? Fuzi has to try and pick up the pieces again and can't do it.
Just lurking around to find information. The actual hit is going into ramp, but Nissim's here to respond. Can he hit the shots is the question.
No, but he can at least live. He's going to be hunted down. Never mind. No, he can't live. And Stanislaw will win his fight outside. So at least Sadzin is down B, but he's going to get overwhelmed by the AWP. Missed shot. but not a missed opportunity, as Sonic will still capitalize on it anyway, and Dumao is just left to save. A quick burst on all angles, and the fact that Nissim doesn't have hell support. Now starting in towards main, it is Lato that's on top, Hart and Stan. Trying to work an angle, but so is Lux. This time it's not an AWPer that started secret, it's a rifle. And Lux, this is really cheeky, this is ridiculous. You're just going to walk straight by him, and he's got no idea.
Oh my goodness, he could have a monster flanker,
Oh.
but no, spotted by Sonic, who says, get out of here, you little snake, not gonna happen. Dumao, under pressure as well. Nissim waiting on the site, they overlook him, but he does manage to, JB actually managed to get the trade. Sonic gets a trade as well, so they're okay, 2v2. Legacy still have a player here, the AWPer, Sadzine, on ramp. Where is Lato going to be coming from? Decon. Does he win the fight? He does. And also a missed shot from Fuzi allows Legacy back into the site and to win the round, 6th on the board.
It's a really good end to a round from what was a bumpy start to one for Legacy.
Lux getting aggressive now. Fuzi finds the opener onto Sadzine. Lux looking to slip through the smoke successfully, which he couldn't do last time. And Lato finding one on Sonic makes this position even more potent. I feel like they're going to completely overlook it. No one is checking for Lux. Oh, finally, Fuzi turns around and finds him. I thought Lux had it, but he just waited a little too long to activate. Jaba does manage to get one before he is traded, yeah. I mean, it's still a 3v2 man advantage situation for Wildcard. Could have been better, but charging out like that wasn't necessarily the best play for his squad, and now it becomes problematic because Stanislaw's been spotted out by Dumao. Dumao's got that presence on T-Roof as well, and you only have Susp. Oh my goodness, Lato just found Fuzi, so it's only Susp left.
Oh, really good disengage from Dumao as well. The fact that he just leaves T-Roof. Susp is so worried about T-Roof. Dumao's in A site. He's in Hut. Susp just hits the instant headshot though. And you know that Lato was outside. So Molly goes on towards Heaven. That gives you space for the plant. And now it's Lato. Can he use his element of disguise to get this kill?
1v1, and no! Susp will win the 1v2 clutch. Wildcard tied up at 6 going to the second half. Given the way this one started, 4-1 for Legacy, this is fantastic for Wildcard. Now tied at 6, Wildcard going to the favored side of the map, one that they have a 61.3% round win percentage on. And on the other end, the T side, not always great for Legacy. A pistol round would certainly help, but Fuzi, along with Sonic, are doing some damage. Nissim and Sadzine, the response is it going to be in their favor? No,
oh my gosh,
it's still a 2v2, and now a 1v1. Chaos here on this A site. Lux and Jaba up against each other, and Lux, miraculously, has the bomb on his back to give himself a good chance of coming out and getting a bomb plant with a minute 19 left on the clock, Brandon.
Is door closed or is it open? Can we go to Lux's POV real quick? Okay, it's open. Doesn't matter. So Jaba's now just looking at this timing. Did he hear the vent drop? You imagine he did. Bomb plant. That definitely gives the indication over. Jaba loud about his descent on towards vent. And now Lux can play.
Lux. Definitely hearing Jaba moving around here. Knows where to look. Just has to hit the shots. Freebies here for Lux, and yes, he will convert it. For Wildcard, this could disrupt Legacy quite a bit if it's overlooked, but the utility is good, Brandon.
Yeah, really good. Molly into dark. Preventing their observations in towards the windows as well. And you still got this lobby lurk. You still got Lux here. Sus does get rid of Dumao. Sonic's now made his way down the vent. And that will allow Lux to come and play. And Sonic just keeps hitting digs. So this is really important now. So he's made use of that vent timing. Sus was coming through ramp. Where are these players, though? Legacy need to be found out immediately. And Nissim and Lux are doing the damage. Good trades here. Lato now found out. And you know that Lux was over towards single door. Jaba gets rid of him. More than enough time for this defuse to come through. Wildcard retake successfully because they do it as a unit.
And an M4A4 and an A1S into the round as well. On the other side, well, of course, Legacy are going to force on back. Mac 10 for them, and 4 Tech 9s. We'll see if they ratchet up the pace off of them, and they do! Lux just drops off of a Mini and gets one. Lato the follow-up on Stan. This is falling apart. A-site could be lost.
Whoa! What?
JB.
What on earth?
What?
And now Fuzi activates. What is happening? This is so weird. And Sus has just fallen off a ladder and got a kill back. So somehow, someway, Wildcard are completely fine. Fuzi's low HP. There's now been a lurk smoke that's been dropped on towards the vent, which gets Jaber sweating. But he's made his way over towards Decon. And Nissim is going to plant for him. What on earth is that? What are you doing? What are you doing? And now they're going to just touch each other in towards the vents, maybe. Fuzi goes around the other side of it. Now makes his way down the ladder. Lux is right behind him. I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, this is hard to break down. We've seen some weird rounds on Nuke so far. Perhaps some of the weirdest I've seen recently. Lux. I mean, what can you do? Nothing. Jaba finishes him off, and Wildcard win a round that felt like it was trending in Legacy's favor towards that A site.
Just sent into pandemonium. Fuzi's now pushing towards lobby because he knows that they're on an eco, and he wants to farm up MP9 money for the AWP.
I mean, he'll do exactly that. At least for one. They double swing him. A dink is on, but it's not nearly enough. Fuzi racking up all the cash he could possibly hope for that AWP in the follow-up round. Does he get another? Yes, he does. Why not? The quad is going to come through, so that's $2,400.
But this is the perfect setup. You feel like it can't go wrong.
Bullets firing away here. Nissim gets one, Sadzine another, and well, it did go wrong for Wildcard because there's the bomb plant. Now Sonic scrambling a little bit. Oh my goodness, making so much noise. I mean, they know exactly where he's going to be. He's hoping to break the door and spot a player through the gap.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, well, that won't help him. Yeah, Lux gets the headshot. And just like that, what felt like a lean for Wildcard turns into one for Legacy instead.
Well, they had 3 players down there, and then they shifted the setup. And I'm not sure what the call was to shift that setup. I guess it was keeping this to be a little bit touch and go for Wildcard. Legacy is still asking and posing questions to them.
Look at how aggressive Sonic is here. They're not even going to clear it. Freebie for Sonic. Now they know he's here, but Fuzi's supporting with the op, and Sonic's trying to smoke for himself to keep this position secure for a little bit longer, trying to work the edge of it. Will he get the frag? No. Eventually, Dumao will get that frag and even out the numbers at a 4v4. Now Legacy off of that frag decide to rotate back in towards A, but I think that was a spot into the A site by Fuzi.
Well, Stan can hear this.
Yeah. I mean, they call for Sus to rotate over to the B site. Sadzine spots Stan trying to rotate back into Secret, but Sus, in the meantime, immediately drops Dumao, making this B take a little bit more uncomfortable, and now a lot more, with Fuzi taking care of Sadzine. Lato, last one standing, 1v3. He's pulled off some crazy clutches before, might be able to do it again here. Flashbang going to get tossed there to attract attention towards ramp, and Lato should get a reload. There's one. There's a second. Oh my goodness, Lato! 1v1 now. Nate is perfect. Sus disrupted by it, and Lato clutches the 1v3. Wildcard just can't deal with him. When it looked like Wildcard, and definitely felt like Wildcard, were going to take control at up 9-7, Legacy get that response. A couple of key clutches, Lato being the most recent one in that 1v3, and all of a sudden, they're right back into it. Oh.
Okay, now Dumao is really powering up.
It's happening?
Deja vu. It's deja vu and a little bit better. It's the AK kill into the nade kill into another AK kill. Dumao gets all 5. And puts Legacy on the precipice of taking this series 2-0.
I do want to give Legacy a lot of credit, though, because despite the fact that Wildcard have been making their mistakes, Legacy are, 1, capitalizing on it, and 2, playing out of their minds in terms of the mechanics and pure skill. Nissim.
He's going to lurk, and he got it. Oh, Sonic thinks he's protected. Now the comms are breaking down. This is worst case. Util's really good. It gets Jabot off the line. It gives Doomau the space. Fuzi will arrive. And now it's the two Swedes to do something here for Wildcard. The bomb will get planted. Fuzi's making a name for himself in towards heaven. And look at Susp's timing. This main play has to be everything. But with attention diverted in at heaven, if he walks this smoke, maybe he can do something. But Sadsin denies. Fuzi relegated to the save. Legacy on series point.
Yeah, and I think Legacy are going to chase this. They have so much money, there's no reason for them not to. And now they know where Fuzi is. 3 bodies for him to drop. I think that's too tall of an ask. And it absolutely is. Doesn't get a single one. No op save through. No gun save through. And no money for Wildcard to really work with here in what could be their last round.
So let's take a look at that storyline. Look, we can still get there, but it would take a miracle. And we've seen Lato's miracles work wonders. Now we need something more for Wildcard. Who's going to be that guy? Is it going to be Stan? No.
I love that Legacy just slows up, right? And they just wait for that push to come through because they expect Wildcard to be a little desperate, and they get one. And again, I mean, just Nissim walking onto the A site, no defense available for them, and then he finds the follow-up. This one's done and dusted, Brandon. No chance at all for Wildcard. Fuzi in a 1v4 does get that one, but down to 42 HP. No kit, no util, just the M4, and they're hunting him. Aye.
Lux is going to get the kill in the next few seconds, maybe. Oh, this is, yeah, as you say, brutal. I mean, Legacy have really just grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. Here goes Lux. And he will lock it in. Legacy 2-0 Wildcard in the upset of the day. They make it to the grand finals of the Thunderpick World Championships, NA Series 1.